our chief guest, the Executive Director of UN Habitat, Madam Anna Claudia Rochbach, the President of AAK, Architect George Arabu, distinguished members of the Architectural Association of Kenya, esteemed delegates, partners in development, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you to Kisumu and to thank you very much for choosing Kisumu to hold this important meeting. I'm sure that the presence of everyone here adds value to Kisumu. By tomorrow morning, our GDP will be different. It is therefore with pride and pleasure that we host you today for the AAK 2025 Annual Convention. To have the brightest minds in architecture, design, and urban planning gather here today on the shores of Lake Victoria is a testament to our shared vision for a better planned, more sustainable, and more beautiful Kenya. I wish to extend a special and heartfelt welcome to our chief guest, the Executive Director of UN Habitat, and welcome to Kisumu. We are honored by your presence here, your first official tour of our city. Welcome. Your visit is not just a courtesy call, it is a continuation of a deep and fruitful partnership. For years, UN Habitat has been a steadfast ally in our journey of transformation. Your support for our ambitious lakefront agenda has been pivotal, helping us to reimagine and reorient our city to face its greatest natural asset, the magnificent Lake Victoria. This vision is no longer just a dream, and that it is in large part thanks to the UN Habitat. More recently, however, our collaboration has deepened through the PNUA program on a social housing program in Moroni and the historic Kibuye settlements. The latter we visited today. Though in its infancy, it will revolutionize social housing in Kenya and beyond. Social housing is not just about building houses, it is about building dignity, community, and hope. The convention's theme, Shaping the Urban Future, towards a sustainable, resilient, and progressive towns and cities in Kenya, could not be more fitting for Kisumu today. We are at a defining moment, standing on the cusp of a new era, and our roadmap in the new Kisumu City Master Plan. I don't see that as just a document. I see it as the key driver of our country's destiny. It is the blueprint for a prosperous, resilient, and inclusive city. When I think of my legacy, it is intertwined with the pillars of this master plan, creating a well-connected, economically vibrant city with green, livable public spaces and sustainable infrastructure that serves every single citizen. This plan will guide us in creating a city that works for everyone. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, and very distinguished professionals coming here today, allow me to have some of the key pillars of this master plan. First and foremost is the lakefront revitalization. For too long, Kisumu has turned its back on the lake. My legacy will be turning our city around to face the lake. We envisioned a vibrant, multi-use waterfront, integrating tourism, leisure, and commerce. We have already secured funding from the African Development Bank for feasibility studies and designs. We are aware of the challenges, particularly the land question along the waterfront, but we are committed to unlocking this potential to make Kisumu a true waterfront city. Second, the master plan is anchored on transformative infrastructure development. The extension of the standard gauge railway, the proposed new cargo port in Osoma, the expansion of our airport to be a truly international airport with flights going to Entebbe starting next month, the dualizing of the Kisumu-Busia highway, and revitalized passenger transport on Lake Victoria are not just projects. They are the arteries that will power our economic future and boost maritime activities across the entire Lake Victoria basin. Third, we are reimagining our central business district. We are focused on purposing 170 acres of land into investor-ready parcels to attract new business and create jobs. This will involve densifying areas like Milimani and thoughtfully relocating some functions to expand our commercial capacity without necessarily altering the environment in Milimani. As we do this, we are drawing lessons from cities like Kigali to ensure our small traders and informal workers are integrated into this new economy, not displaced by it. This brings me to a crucial point and my vision of formalizing informalities. Over 60% of our people live in informal settlements. The solution is not displacement, but dignified upgrading. Through the Kenya Informal Settlements Improvement Project, KISIP 2, we are already implementing projects in Kondela, Bandani, Nyawita, Kibuye, and Manyata. Our plan is concrete. We are providing secure land tenure, building affordable housing options through grants and low-interest loans, ensuring residents participate in planning, and promoting inclusive zoning so they can remain part of their upgraded communities. We are bringing in roads, water, and sanitation to enhance living standards and create economic opportunities from within. We believe, ladies and gentlemen, that a rising tide must lift all boats, not wash them away. The excitement around the revival of the Kisumu port and the promise of the blue economy is now palpable. This is a game changer, but I'm acutely aware of the risk that the immense value created could be captured by outside speculators, leaving our own people behind. I want to be categorical. This will not happen under my watch. We are proactively implementing strategies to ensure our local youth are the primary beneficiaries. We are establishing vocational training centers focused on maritime skills, logistics, and hospitality. For this, I want to thank the national government, through the support of the World Bank, for establishing a world-class marine school here in Kisumu City. We are creating tailored financing facilities to empower young entrepreneurs to start business in fish processing, ecotourism, and transport. And we are championing youth-led cooperatives to ensure that the wealth generated from our lake stays within our communities. All of this is potential. All of this potential is amplified by Kisumu's unparalleled connectivity. We are truly a multimodal hub, The Kisumu International Airport connects us to the region and the world. The revitalized meter gauge railway and the promise of the standard gauge line offer efficient transport for goods and people to neighboring countries. Our expanding road networks connect us to the heart of Kenya and our East African region and neighbors. This nexus of air, rail, and road positions Kisumu not just as a regional hub, but as the next frontier for investment and sustainable development in East Africa, if not in Africa as a whole. To the architects and planners gathered here today, ladies and gentlemen, look around you. You are in a city of immense potential. You are in the future. Your creativity, your expertise, and your vision are needed now more than ever before. I urge you to plan us and to join us, to partner with us, and to help us build a Kisumu that is not only well-designed, but also just, equitable, and a beacon of hope for generations to come. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very productive convention that will give us a well-planned Kenya with a built environment we are proud of. Like Mwalimu Nyerere once said, it can be done. Play your part. Asanteni sana. By the way, there was a song, a very beautiful song from a Tanzanian musician, which went, Mwalimu kasema it can be done. Play your part. Asante.